confusing time. Confusing time.
Hey, listen, crybaby!
Why is the price of agricultural products, when I go to the store, why is it higher?
Brandon!
But supply chain. Well, why is everything backed up?
Brandon!
Well, it's backed up because the people who supply the materials that end up being on our kitchen table or in our life, guess what? They're closed those plants because they have COVID.
Hey, Brandon! How dumb do you think I am?
I'm going to get in real trouble.
Hello, everyone. My name is Swamp. It's Friday, and there is still no verdict in the Kyle.
And has the jury reached a verdict as to each count of the information?
Yes, we have, Your Honor.
One verdict and one verdict only?
Yes.
Would you hand all of the paperwork to the bailiff, please?
As to the first count of the information, Joseph Rosenbaum. We, the jury, find the defendant, Kyle H. Rittenhouse, not guilty. As to the second count of the information, Richard McGinnis, we, the jury, find the defendant, Kyle H. Rittenhouse, not guilty. As to the third count of the information, unknown male, we, the jury, find the defendant, Kyle H. Rittenhouse, not guilty. As to the fourth count of the information, Anthony Huber, we, the jury, find the defendant, Kyle H. Rittenhouse, not guilty. As to the fifth count of the information, Gage Grosskreutz, we, the jury, find the defendant, Kyle H. Rittenhouse, not guilty.
Members of the jury, are these your unanimous verdicts? Is there anyone who does not agree with the verdicts as read? Would you wish the jury polled? No. I think, without commenting on your verdict, the verdicts themselves, just in terms of your the attentiveness and the cooperation that you gave to us, this justifies the confidence that the founders of our country placed in you.
Yeah, believe it or not, I actually didn't intend to have the intro go that way, but right after I'd recorded that, I got the notification on my phone saying that they were about to announce the verdict, so amazing timing on that. It has been quite a week. We've gone from learning about political pizzas, enjoying a new show, Binger and Lunchbox, and of course, a new episode of What Are They Mad About Now? So to get you ready for the weekend, here's another compilation to remind you what a wonderful world we truly live in.
Fight coronavirus and help others.
You're helping the whole entire world.
Thank you. You are all superheroes.
Thank you! Thank you, superheroes. Thank you. You're awesome.
In order to respect the Paris Agreement and save the planet, an ideal citizen must shower 3 times per week, max 8 minutes, stop playing video games, buy 3 shirts max per year and 2 trousers, 2 hours max of streaming per day. These people flew 400 private jets to Glasgow in order to tell you to stop showering and watching TV. For the planet.
We got infrastructure, passed in the house. Time for build back better, that's what I'm about. So Mr. President, Madam Speaker, House Democrats, let's do this.
Well, that's right. I used to host Fear Factor, and now doctors fear me.
Michelle Wu, an Asian American, is the first woman and first person of color elected to lead the city. While many are hailing it as a turning point, others see it as more of a disappointment that the 3 black candidates couldn't even come close. The feel of disappointment when wrong minority win.
Can you help me, Joe?
Oh, sure thing, Big Bird. You see, I took Carlos Mencia down. I could take COVID. Here's some zinc, and ayahuasca, and some horse medicine.
Well, why would a bird take horse medicine?
I'm a bill with critical and historic investments in childcare, healthcare, climate care, immigration, and more. And it's all paid for. So come on, let's do this. You better pass me.
Fact check. DeSantis falsely claims vaccinated citizens without boosters could be declared unvaccinated and lose their jobs. In unrelated news, Fauci says COVID-19 booster might become new standard for being vaccinated. And in further unrelated news, hospitalizations rising among fully vaccinated in the U.S., Fauci says. What we're starting to see now is an uptick in hospitalizations among people who've been vaccinated but not boosted.
I'm gonna rehash this conversation. Butch women cannot have toxic masculinity. And honestly, if you think anything otherwise, I kind of think that you're homophobic and don't see butch women as real women because they are masculine.
This is the funniest ever. They used to chant Joe Biden at sports ball or whatever because that's a totally normal and cool thing for people to do at like gatherings. And now they're chanting this because it's like an inside joke among these idiots. But you censored yourselves. Now you're not saying the offensive thing, but you're saying a less offensive. You censored yourselves. And you're too dumb to... Thank you, I guess. Hot dog.
I love how these people just can't seem to understand the whole Let's Go Brandon thing. It's awesome.
Toxic masculinity isn't just about being masculine and being toxic. Toxic masculinity surrounds the idea that men are benefiting from a system of masculinity. Butch women are directly fighting against the gender roles that toxic masculinity wants women to conform to. And honestly, if you still think that butch women can have toxic masculinity,
I'm a human, and I took horse medicine. And I'm speaking of things that are horse-like. Today's two sponsors are the letters S and D, as in I can S my own.
At only 7 years old, Ji Young is making history as the first Asian American Muppet in the Sesame Street. But I know someone who disagrees.
As well as a roadmap for undoing white womanhood and the destructiveness it causes. Mm-hmm. And I love that, this idea of undoing white womanhood and the destructiveness it causes. Can you unpack that a little bit?
Yeah.
Oh, sweetie, we go by all the pronouns. Some and dumber, hot and not, he, she, they, them, her.
We literally don't care.
Like whose gender? We don't know her. But just because our pronouns aren't important to us, doesn't mean that's the case for everyone. Like, if someone wants to be called she, regardless of how you think they're presenting, you call them fucking she. Okay? It's simple and hot people respect people's pronouns. Ooh.
and honestly, if you still think that butch women can have toxic masculinity, think of this. What are the traits that you would consider toxic masculinity in butch women? Now put those same exact traits in a feminine woman and tell me that you wouldn't see that as internalized misogyny. What you see as toxic masculinity in butch women is literally just internalized misogyny. And the only reason you see otherwise is because you see masculine women as lesser women.
Yeah, I mean, I think there are so many ways that we who are raised to be white women in this culture have all these kind of structures built around us that are geared for our comfort, our reassurance, our, feeling safe in society.
Oh, and he said some bad words. He said the word.
So it's Kyle Rittenhouse trial. It reminded a lot of people of something, I just can't remember what it was. Oh, the Brett Kavanaugh hearings, in which Brett Kavanaugh, who had been accused by a high school friend of committing abuse of her, cried his way through the hearings to make him a permanent member and Associate Justice of the United States Supreme Court. And his tears turned out to be more powerful than the tears of Christine Blasey Ford, which were the tears of an alleged victim. But in America, there's a thing about both white vigilantism and white tears particularly male white tears. Really white tears in general, because that's what Karens are, right? They Karen out, and then as soon as they get caught, it's like Green Waterworks. White men can get away with that too. And it has the same effect. Even as the right tries to politicize the idea that masculinity is being robbed from American men by multiculturalism and wokeism, they still want to be able to have their tears.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Another Friday, all done and dusted. Make sure you like and subscribe, leave a comment, check out some of my other videos. Oh, and this will be the last time that I'm wearing the Free Kyle hat. Don't need to do it anymore. We did it, boys.